Greetings, Dr. Jeff Spencer with another stop on our tour de Paris here. This is the beautiful bit of architecture here. Les Invalides, the invalids, but not in the sense as we know invalids, but there is a very important other side to this that's taking place right now that I'd like to visit first. And this is where we have a group of people actually in a team meeting. And what they're doing, these are people that have gotten together and they sell their little Eiffel Tower souvenirs and other things that are all part of trying to figure it out when you get to a new country, a new place. And these are where some of the best moments happen. One of the experiences that I've had is that the greatest moment in anybody's life is where they show up in a new country, new town, new set of circumstances, and they got to figure it out, because that's what keeps the mind fresh, it keeps it engaged, it keeps us in current search of a solution to an existing set of problems. It creates a level of life excitement that keeps passion in our lives. It keeps that childlike spontaneity alive. And what happens all too often is that we get just a little bit too comfortable being where we are when we've had just a little bit too much success and a little bit too much affluence, is that we start to get lazy and we start to get sloppy. Because then also our mindsets change it, where we start to, rather than make our decisions out of what we stand to gain, which is what's happening with the group here, these guys are figuring it out. They're creating a strategy about what has to happen next to be able to keep that football marching down the field and stuff it into the end zone to take their lives to a higher level. But yet when we get to that higher level too often, then we start to play a game of great defense, meaning that we're trying to protect and preserve everything that we've got. And then our mindset shifts from one of making decisions out of what we stand to gain to one of fear of loss of what we may lose. And then we develop this defensive posture where our lives seem to be consumed with management of things rather than creating new, expansive experience for ourselves that creates that level of excitement that keeps our life impassioned. So our next stop here is to once again say that may your lives always be filled with these impromptu team meetings, because this is when all the great stuff always comes through, and that's the way that I've always done it with the champions that I work with. We figure it out on the go. We take a stick and we draw it in the sand what the next play is going to be, and then we execute to precision, and that's how we move with perfect timing from moment to moment to be able to create those life experiences that we couldn't on paper in advance come up with. So until next time, Dr. Jeff Spencer saying our next stop here will be the Rodin Museum in Les Invalides here, this beautiful structure of Parisian architecture here. Until then, may you always live lives driven by the passion of the team and the spirit of innovation, and may your lives be in a constant state of personal expansion. And until next time, as always, ride big and ride strong. We'll see you next time.